It seems like the reading started a while ago, you know, in my head anyway. And I couldn't sit down to post because I had to charge up my phone anyway. And then when I shuffled, it was just crazy. It you know, the shuffles just weren't working, or I'd go, you know, ass backwards, or it was wild. And that's what kept coming through is, it's crazy, it's crazy. There's something in the situation that seems crazy. But with a minor adjustment, things fall into place. And I don't even remember writing this down, but that's what I mean about it started before I sat down. I get these just thoughts in my head, or phrases in my head, or songs. And, you know, it seems to be that a lot of the time I'm tuning in before any of the ritual, obviously, I mean, and I wanted to say the ritual, which sometimes I skip steps. You know, it isn't like it has to be a living thing. And this morning it felt fresh. It sort of felt like I was doing it for the first time. And I think what rituals do is create through your intention, because you believe it, a sacred space, a safe space, a sacred space. So I do a lot of this around the table, and I do the 4 directions. And now I'm doing it again. You know, and I do this around you guys. Oh, there we go. You know, you're here. So time warp. And then, and I'm not sure this will apply at all, but I heard bankrupt, and then emotionally bankrupt. I mean, in all the ways you could be out of resources. You know, I can't do this anymore. I'm too tired, or whatever it is. Pentacles can speak to time. Money. Resources. So, you know, that's a lot of stuff, but let's see. And as I did my insane shuffles, okay, another one. I then looked at the bottom of the deck, which I don't usually do, but it was Ace of Cups, and take it. This opportunity for love, take it. I take the card, you know, I'll claim that. And principally self-love, and it came out with the moon. Water energy, like Ace of Cups. Cups are water energy. What we feel. You know, how we connect with the world and each other. How we connect with ourselves. This is a card of divine feminine in the sense that it's the receptive energy of the moon. Receiving the light. Moon is highly intuitive. You know, it's going into that emotional landscape, which makes, you know, we go in vulnerable, open-hearted. And that's scary, particularly to some people. Other people, you know, do it anyway and find a certain juiciness or richness in all feeling. You know, not cherry picking, I'll feel this, but I won't feel that. This is somebody who can walk into the mystery of connection. The opportunity for love, the opportunity for self-love. Divine feminines. You know, and that doesn't mean gender feminines. It means an individual could be a Cancer who Six of Pentacles, well, for all their sort of dreamy moon energy, that can be what's in the subconscious too, or coming to consciousness. Six of Pentacles, this is like equal exchange. And, you know, it's, what's it called, like spilling the tea, like these two are talking about their lives authentically. They're not putting on a front, you know, they're authentic. Pentacles energy. What you see is what you get. And this is equal exchange. I trust you, you trust me. We are here for each other, Pentacles. Demonstrably. And see, spilling the tea, you know, telling the secrets. And it might be they're having a conversation about somebody who's not there. See the little tiny person standing on the tea spout. Tip me over and pour me out. It's like pouring out feelings to somebody. Okay? And they're supportive. They, you know, this is a relationship where you both make each other aware in an everyday way, Pentacles way, of the opportunity for love. And I do note that the guy, you know, the scales on the tea, what do you call that? Teapot. I'm a little teapot. You know, indicating that equal balance. One person doesn't hold back. Nobody's out in the cold. You know, this is two people willing to invest time and energy and disclosure. Eight of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is a card of doing the work. Pentacles can speak to work, but it's also that time element, and that this is the metamorphosis of the individual. You know, they're the cocoon. It's like they've done the work of growth, and it's brought them right to the edge of this kind of mystical, you know, their work in 3D, Pentacles energy, I think partly through this exchange with the friend or the sister or somebody. It might be the work of trust, you know, because you don't spill the tea with somebody who you don't trust. They may be talking about a masculine. Spilling the tea at the little dude on the spout. Under Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. So we have the new beginning in feelings and in a way of thinking about things. And it unlocks a situation. You know, it both unlocks this person's brain, the kind of fractal, maze-like, you know, it's, what do you call those? Conch shell. You know, spiraled inside is the being. And this is somebody spiraling out and appearing, maybe to talk or appearing with the truth or having discovered a truth. Whatever this transformative energy of Eight of Pentacles, the butterfly, that took a lot of time. And I'm just noticing, you know, right at the center of the person's brain, teeny tiny, and I wish I could zoom in for you and get it in the light. There we go. There's a keyhole. There's the key, there's the keyhole. Something is unlocked, somebody's idea of themselves. Swords, aces can speak to the self, swords to ideas or speech or understanding. There's been a real transformation on the level of both the heart and the head. Both are in sync. It's like an equal exchange between the two. Head and heart. Major Arcana card of heart of the moon. And death card, another water energy. There's the transformation again. The butterflies. The flowers. The new life. Right within the old life. It's almost like this is the earth energy fertilizer. You know, this is how you grow it. Pentacles energy. Over time, trust builds. If you do the work, it becomes a kind of transformative relationship that's all about growth and change. These two Six of Pentacles people aren't trying to stay the same. They may be spilling the tea about changes in their life, Pentacles, and the work that they've done to transform. Somebody's discovered the key that unlocks, I think somebody was really set in their, not just in their ways, but in their, their neural pathways that, like, they were easily triggered, or they were, anyway, this is fresh and new. This is beginner's mind. This isn't the deep ditch of a neural pathway that's been run 1,000,000 times. That would be like Nine of Wands. Doing it again and again and again so that it gets faster and faster. And it takes less and less to trigger it. This is like the reset. And I think what somebody sees and understands is it's all about transformation. It's all about change. Scorpio energy. Okay, and we got this last time, I think, 8 of Cups on 8 of Pentacles. The melding of the two, earth and heart, you know, like the transformation has somehow really loosened up to open their heart and their mind. The two are in sync now somehow. In sync, 6 of Pentacles. Death card, 5 of Cups. You could say, because Death card is a water energy of change, the change is perhaps that the grief is passing. You know, all things pass. The happiness, you know, the impatience, the endless patience, the grief, all of it floats by. Like, can't hang on to feelings. They're always transforming, this Scorpio energy. They're always getting a refresh. Okay, tell us about Moon, Divine Feminine. Is it this one? A Hanged One. You know, this is a card of Pisces, again, of water energy. Getting a new perspective. You know, this is like unzipping some feelings that were perhaps hidden, but there's all this lush kind of earth energy around it. This is also a card of growth in its way, because it's the, where does the butterfly transform? In the chrysalis. This is kind of chrysalis energy. You know, it takes time. It takes time to kind of grow into yourself and become comfortable in your feelings and in going into the terrain, moon energy, of the unknown, of feelings that you're trying to bring to consciousness. And, you know, maybe predominantly self-love. And from that position of, you know, I can care for myself, I'm open-hearted, I love myself, springs this kind of relationship. Six of Wands on 6 of Pentacles. That's a forward movement, you know. You get the fresh idea, you get the new beginning, and off you go. Wands is they speak to inspired, did I say swords? I meant wands. They speak to intuitive forward movement, but with a grounding in the real. You know, it's realistic and it's very creative, both. It's something we can, okay, it's like something we can make real. Like, almost like a work of art, maybe? But it takes time to come to fruition. A lot of time. 8 of Pentacles, maybe 8 years. But somehow we're transforming this sadness. You know, they're in the flow, and this too shall pass. You know, we don't learn from our feelings by denying them. You need to allow them to pass through you, kind of. You know, feel it, but don't like say this is going to be the way it is forever, because nothing is the way it is forever. Except maybe our connection with Creator Spirit. You know, our place in the universe. Anyways, this is a great read, and it's full of freshness, forward movement, letting the feelings pass through you, being brave enough to do this. Not everybody is. Highly sensitive, highly intuitive, you know, and with the capacity of patience. Taking the time, right, to, in the chrysalis, see it from the other person's perspective. So it holds it up a little bit. It's a card of Pisces, maybe till Pisces season. Anyways, we have Pisces in Hanged One, Cancer in the Moon, Scorpio and Death card. Huge, major changes in the heart. Accepting all things change. And it doesn't mean you love any less. No, you love more. You let it grow. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. This is the path. Into the forest, like into the mystery. That's your job. But it's also, it's practical, you know? It's intuitive and practical. I think I'm repeating myself. So I'll stop now, and it's short, but short and sweet. Something fresh and new out of am I supposed to clarify those? Okay. God, I hope that, because I don't think I have a whole lot of battery. On Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It goes the distance. Like, do you love yourself? Yeah, your whole life long. You know, for the whole trip. There you are. In your own life. All the rings on the tree, all the years, all the connections, all the time passed. On Ace of Cups, the connections that go the distance, but then there's this renewal, Ace of Cups, the new connection, which may be principally to yourself, before it transforms into this other, what's the other? On Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. That's a card of feeling abandoned, being abandoned, or feeling a lack of worth or a lack of resources out in the cold. You know, somebody's inside all these lit up windows, which I actually love how that looks when it's dark. to see the lit windows, but this person is struggling. And then Ace of Swords, there's the new idea. And this may be the idea that I'm not worthy of this new beginning. That's the idea that's transforming. You know, it's a lot about how you grow love from the ground up. Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, you know, grounded, real, substantial, long-term love is partly through this exchange. This, you know, talking about our lives honestly with somebody we really trust. You know, and that's sort of the fuel for the forward motion. It's sort of like follow the sweetness. This hummingbird getting the nectar, getting the tea, getting the... We share our stories, and there's something to that, and that's what we do here, basically, because I'm reading off your energies, or our energies, and that's not to say every reading's for you. Is it this? Please, Lordy. Four of Wands, yay! That's a lovely card of stability, you know, of having done something. Wands energy that gets you directionally to a place of accord. The house that love built. The place of where we meet up with a person who mirrors us. A love that can go the distance and yet is new. Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. See the two guys on the roof? You know, when the wands are open, this is a relationship that, you know, it may go long term, but it always feels new, or it gets refreshed. Maybe because somebody walks away and comes back, and in the interim, a great change and growth happens. Kind of, not even in spite of this, but because of it. Somebody's thrown back on themselves. And it galvanizes them for the ability to change, like, to let the emotion flow through them, and that's transformative. Those two sixes, do we have 6 and 6? Yeah, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles is Hangman. 6 and 6, 12 in Major Arcana, Hangman. And it's almost like it unzips an opening in the, what do you call that? It like, in the time, you know, the fabric of time or something, it opens like a portal. It's that time warp thing that permits a jump in timeline once feelings are processed. This is a good read. We have on the board Pisces, Cancer, Pisces and Cancer, and Scorpio. All the water signs. It's all about love, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about